Am I going to start with the thing?
Yeah, that'll do.
Wait, everyone. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. Alex is a piece of shit.
Do the Alex one. Alex is better.
Well, I hate it.
Well, I have to do it.
I can do it.
Yeah,
Good after...
I hate it though.
You hate
That's why
it?
I said it. Yeah.
Well, do you want me to do it more soft? Good afternoon, morning, evening,
No,
night.
I just hate it. I
You hate
the whole
it?
Good afternoon, morning,
I do.
evening. or
Why
night.
do you hate it? It's like a thing.
Well,
What else
just
do you
do
have to
it.
do?
Just do
This
it.
is
well.
it's
Just do
begun.
it.
Fuck it, it's begun.
Just do it.
This is the first podcast. Fuck it.
Okay.
It's into it. That intro, you saying it was the beginning. That was the start. So hello everybody and welcome to, what do we call it? The JARCAST?
This room is really hot. I've just realised.
The Yogs Cog.
Because you're in it.
Well, sure.
So I'm of course
Damn.
Alex. Joining with me is Man.
Woo!
Who are you again? No? Okay, Jamie. Jamie, Ruben, and
Is that
James.
the one?
Actually, this is Jordan.
Jamie, Ruben, and Jordan.
Jamie, Robin, and Jordan.
We wanted to
You're
do
not
it.
Jamie
We've been
then, if
asked
I'm Robin.
for so
No,
long.
you've always been Robin.
Stop talking over. Fucking stop talking over me, boy. What was it? Yeah, we've been asked for ages to do a Yogs Cog or whatever.
Alex.
No.
We've been asked for ages. Now we thought, fuck it, we'd finally do it.
finally
And what
do
a
the
time to do it as well, because 20,000 subscribers. Woo! Cheer, everybody! Woo!
Don't clap though, because the sound is real bad.
We're in a real
Yeah.
tightly.
Oh my god.
And we're sitting on the
Oh
floor.
my god.
As you can tell,
Oh my god. I was going to say something as well.
Say it.
We're in a real tiny room at the moment.
Yeah.
Hopefully this won't be a permanent situation.
As you can tell, there's just a sublime setup for a podcast
Yeah.
right now. A couple of inflatable triangles.
I mean,
and some,
the bigger room is like really echoey, so we can't do it in there
yeah.
because
I
it
mean,
just
this room's
sounds.
pretty
And there's
decent in
still
terms
no
of sound.
furniture.
And there's no furniture other than like a shelf, a couple shelves.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the TV is on a cardboard box at
Yeah.
the moment, so
So, people say Job Labs, they're basically a podcast, sort of mini podcast. Why don't we just do a fucking podcast?
but way worse.
But way worse. Infinitely worse. So, instead, we thought, let's just do this. Let's give it a try. And this is like the pilot, I guess. What are we going to call
it?
this one?
Episode 1 pilot.
No,
Episode
we're not-
1 pilot.
We're not going to call it pilot.
What are we going to call it?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to continue whether it's a success or not. So
No, but like, you still have to have a first episode.
Yeah,
though.
and you've got to call it pilot.
no, you don't
Yeah.
have to call it pilot.
Yes, you
Well, what do you want to call it then?
Breaking Bad's first episode was called pilot.
No, you call it
Everything's-
something
Yeah,
clickbaity.
it's always Sunny's first
Like,
pilot.
Yeah, because it wasn't necessarily going to continue.
Then just call it pilot
Unless it
dash
does well.
epic plane crash exclamation mark. I don't know.
Yeah, Taylor Swift,
Booty,
cunt slip,
naked, nip slip. I
whatever.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have a couple of subjects that I want to talk about. First off, let's start with James actually, because James, he's just got back from Portugal. The fucking faces that you do in these fucking videos.
I don't think anyone, yeah, they can. That's the face it's tracking at the moment. It's
Is it?
Oh, now it's Jamie's, but it was tracking James's.
Yeah. So James, just got back. When did you come back? Like the 5th
Yeah.
from Porto. We don't care about your trip. That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
The important part is that you saw Star Wars there.
Yes, I did.
And as someone who is completely detached from all the previous movies, what did you think of Star Wars? So James on Star Wars. What are your thoughts on
Not
any
being
Star
influenced by
Wars?
anyone else or anything else. Just
Yeah.
what you think.
It was a very good movie.
Very good.
Fair.
Enjoyable.
Yeah, I enjoyed it
Enjoyable flick.
a lot more than the original.
What do you say about the part that's feminist propaganda? Have you not heard about this?
No.
Oh.
You haven't heard about this? Oh, because the main character's a female, it's
Yes, right.
it's feminist propaganda.
Ray.
Why?
I think we
Ray.
should move that cable
Yeah.
off James's
Yeah.
leg.
Cables.
Yeah, so it's and because another character is black, it's also a movie for
How
SJWs.
dare they?
Yeah.
The only thing I
How
know.
do they do that?
I mean, Jesus Christ.
And what the fuck were they thinking of somebody that's not white in a movie? Not white people cannot act and aren't good
I
characters.
wanted another Nathan Drake.
There's a black
Yes,
person
we
and
needed
someone
more
who
of
doesn't
this.
have a penis.
Yeah.
What world do we live in?
Who do we have to relate to? These people, the people in this
I
room.
hate people that aren't white, okay? I hate them.
You're allowed to say that.
I
Yeah,
hate
there's-
them. I hate
yeah.
myself.
Can I?
I hate all of them.
You just hate everyone.
Yeah.
And everything.
Apart from white people. Those guys.
And there weren't enough of them in The Force Awakens.
No, there weren't. Stormtroopers, there were way too many white dudes.
There was too much black.
They were too. They were too white, if you ask me. Stormtroopers.
I'd say they weren't white
The
enough.
only thing I heard about this movie
Yeah.
beforehand was that whole white genocide shit. The poor shambled.
All
And
right.
then Tumblr.
But
and Twitter stuff
is there anything you didn't like about it? Like you enjoyed it?
No, it was
but
just overall just.
you had a good time watching the
Yeah.
movie. You didn't think it was too similar to A New Hope?
No, because there was enough new there, I guess.
Yeah.
It is similar.
Yeah.
But it's a reboot.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be massively.
Were there enough
complex.
forced flips in it for you? And epic.
It's not a reboot, it's a sequel.
It's a reboot.
It's not a reboot. It's a sequel.
Yeah,
Is it
it's-
really
it's
though?
a-
If it was a
full-on
reboot,
sequel.
then wouldn't it be the first movie again? But
It's more of a.
they would have recast the same
It's
character.
re-gearing it.
yeah, well, it's
Re-geary for
it's
a new
like
generation.
yeah for a new generation, a new gen. So you enjoy? I'm like I wasn't sure what you'd think honestly.
I just really liked it.
That was a well-based opinion by James there, actually,
Yeah,
for once.
just
There was
enjoyable.
Yeah.
There was enough there
or anything.
for me to enjoy it. It's just everything about it.
And have you
is
seen the
fun.
prequels as well?
No, I've seen
No.
the
Lucky Man.
I think I saw the second one,
Well, the best one, Attack of the Clones.
the one in the city. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that one
all
then.
of
that
That's
shit.
in all three of them.
Yeah.
No, but
That
it's when
one's-
they're chasing. He's chasing.
That is the
someone.
second one, yeah.
that's so
I
fucking
fell
bad.
asleep during it, so yes.
No, you don't bad talk prequels. They're great movies.
Yeah,
they're better than
full of white
the new
people.
one.
And
so
people with
fucking bad.
penises.
It's so fucking awful. If you give it even like a minute of thought and actual like, oh yeah, then you realise all those films are terrible.
They're appalling. I hate them more than a lot of things.
Yeah, but most people in it have a penis.
And they're
That's
white.
true.
And
And
they're
white.
white. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there are enough
they're
white people.
And like the
to-
only female character like dies anyway at the end of the
Yeah,
the
Oh, yeah.
trilogy.
Treat.
Forgot about Padme.
Yeah, she was forgettable.
What an epic character that was.
That's George Lucas. Shit.
Speaking of, what year is it? 2016.
Yeah.
And Star Wars and movies and everything. I came across like a list of movies that are coming out this year, 2016.
Is it?
Yeah.
Was it? Is it?
And I was
good?
just
Are we
like-
okay?
I'm so done with all of this now.
Was it loads
Do you
of
know how
superhero
many
stuff?
superhero movies
Oh,
are coming out
oh,
this year?
fucking
Do you know
Christ.
how many are coming out this year?
6.
I'm gonna say I was gonna go with 6 as well.
Let's off the top of my head see if I can remember them. Deadpool, X-Men,
Oh shit.
Doctor Strange. There must be more Marvel ones.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
Captain America, Civil War,
Captain America: Civil War,
Batman vs Superman.
Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad.
Oh my god. I forgot
Fuck
about
me. And then there's Star Wars as well.
that. 7 superhero movies.
And then that's 1 year. Do you remember a time where I keep hearing some weird noise?
James fucking left World of Tanks on, didn't
You left the fucking
Should
World
I-
of
should I
Tanks
go
on.
do it?
Ruben, go turn it off. It's fine.
James, you're a piece of shit.
Uh,
You're a piece of shit. You did it on purpose, well, didn't you?
You did do it on purpose, you son of a bitch. You fucking asshole. Ruining the first podcast. So I suppose they call it a pilot for a reason.
What? A private?
We made a video, when was it, on Jar,
I'm getting my fucking
like a month ago now or something, saying how we're just kind of sick of superhero movies.
Yeah, I actually saying that when I went to Stars, every single advert before the movie was just trailers to superhero movies.
Yeah.
I was just like, fucking, is it really?
When
that
are we
many?
gonna, like, I don't think we reflect general attitude towards
That's
it.
old as it's getting, so.
Fuck it, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if us four specifically represent a general attitude towards it.
Towards what?
Are
We've
people getting
never-
sick of superhero movies yet? Is that a
I
thing?
don't think so.
People like us are, but
Yeah,
everyone
but
else
we're
is just
a
like,
weird one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
superhero.
Because like, there's always a point where audiences get fed up of seeing a thing and they just won't anymore.
Like
I
what's
can't think
happening
of
with Assassin's Creed now, pretty much.
effectively the same thing. Yeah, like there is a word for it, but I've forgotten what it is. Is putting it down a good idea with James in this room?
Probably not.
You say that as if I'm the clumsiest person.
I'll
on
put
earth.
it-
I'm pretty clumsy at the moment.
Should I
to be
put
honest.
it?
I'm pretty good.
Do you want me to put it on the?
Just hold it.
I'll just hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it here.
Yeah. So. Yeah, there's just not.
They're all formulaic.
I'm not going to see anything new from any of these movies.
No, exactly.
I'll go see Deadpool. If it tracks okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go see Batman and Superman because you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Captain America because kind of have
Like the
to.
only one that does anything for me is just Batman vs Superman purely because of like the title and what it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like everyone saw the Avengers because it's the first time that's a thing. We've never seen Batman and Superman be a thing before.
I'd say this is more of a big deal.
I am very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's more of a big deal because Batman and Superman's way more recognizable and
Yeah, than
iconic
the
than
Avengers.
the Avengers are. And I always preferred Batman and Superman myself over the Avengers team. So I don't know. It's probably going to be shit if I had to
Will be
guess.
fucking crap.
I
It's
don't.
just gonna be.
The problem
fighting
is like
Ant-Man.
all of them are just. There's
I'm
nothing.
so sorry about all this noise I'm making. I'm so sorry, but my leg.
There's a
just
word
hurts.
that's
It's
just
like-
trapped in my head right now. It's like a perfect word to describe how nothingy all these movies are. How just what is it?
It could be a lot of words. So
Yeah.
I don't know what one word you're looking for.
Yeah, but like, you'll come out the theater, forget about it, and that'll be that, and you'll just gradually get more and more sick of it, and it's just, I don't know. I can't deal with it anymore.
I just hate the way Marvel do it.
I do as well. That was my fear with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, it is my fear still, actually, that they're just gonna morph it into this
Horrible.
They're gonna make it not special anymore.
Shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, so many of the Marvel movies are barely movies because they're just like stepping stones to get to the next thing. So like Avengers 2 is hardly a movie, it's a setup to another movie, but then that movie is going to be another setup to another movie, and it's like nothing satisfying
Infinity
about
War
it.
seems like kind of the defined conclusion though to Avengers.
What does Civil War?
No, Infinity War.
Infinity
Which is
does
what
seem
we're
like
gonna
it,
end
yeah,
up at
because
soon.
but that's like the business side of it. That's a lot of contracts ending and stuff, so they sort of have to. They don't have a choice. There has to be some kind of finish thing. Civil War is like probably going to be the best movie I expect out of all the ones listed just then, just in terms of like solid movie making and the way everything's.
I like the second Captain America. It was good.
It's fine, but like it's the one that has the most potential to be like good, because I remember Superman boy after that latest trailer. I cannot relate.
It's like they were writing and then they were like, you know what? This needs more. Wonder Woman, fuck it, get her in there. You know what? This needs more. We'll get
It's not
Doomsday
enough.
in there as well.
It's not enough, Ruben.
This needs more. We need Lex Luthor as well in there.
That's not enough though.
Definitely.
No,
This
we need more.
needs even more. Lois Lane, we're gonna write her real into it as well.
No, more than that.
Batman needs a lover, and maybe just an Alfred as well. Yeah,
There needs way more than that. What about a big green rage monster for them to fight?
I already said that, Doomsday.
What about the Starfish?
Who looks like a Ninja Turtle?
Yeah.
What about the original Justice League?
And Aquaman's going to be in there somewhere, I think. He'd probably be the after credits stinger.
Yeah. I hate calling it Stinger.
Isn't Cyborg in it?
Remember when it was just post?
I don't know if Cyborg's actually in it or not.
He'll end up in it. Give it another 3
Probably.
years.
It's going to
Tease
be
him in
interesting.
the Suicide Squad or some shit. He'll be like on a table, on a surgical table, and it'll just be.
But like,
end.
when I look at the comments on like the
Wow,
trailer,
this looks so epic.
that is all it is. It's just like, this is what people want. It's what people want.
They want flashy visuals.
They want flashy visuals, big explosions. Nothing else
More
matters.
Ninja Turtles.
I mean,
I should have given it to Christopher Nolan so he could have overwritten everyone.
can you imagine Doomsday in a Christopher Nolan movie?
He'd be like, I don't know if I can kill Superman the whole way.
He'd just be a man with
Weird
that
morality
like.
thing.
What would a Chris
There's
Nolan?
no characters in Christopher Nolan movies. Everyone knows that.
So yeah, for superhero movies, they can.
Apart from Alfred.
Apart from Alfred, yeah. I like Alfred in those
Gordon.
movies.
Yeah.
And Gordon, yeah.
And Lucius Fox.
The thing, like, it's weird because I don't even associate the Chris Nolan Batman movies with Batman really, because
No.
like, the first one is about Batman, that's him, but the second one is a Joker story, and the third one is almost
kind
more of a Bane one, almost.
It's a bit more of a Hollywood story, to be honest.
Yeah,
More of a
yeah.
one of those.
I associate them more with spectacle and thing than actual Batman to me. I don't know. It's just I always forget that Christian Bale's even in the movies because I always think about it's Joker, it's Scarecrow, it's Bane. Everyone remembers Bane. Everyone remembers the Joker
Everyone remembers Bane because he's a fucking meme.
because he's a meme. Yeah. Then the Joker's a meme as well.
Hate
Everyone's a meme.
Nobody bats an
Bane's-
eye.
Bane's
But if
more
you
of
do
a-
this,
The Dark Knight
one
is just
of
a
those,
meme at this
alright.
point. Like every line of dialogue is a meme.
I know so many lines of dialogue. When I watch
Yeah.
that film, I can quote most of the film.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
we've got a
That's
new
why I
map,
haven't been
Jim.
able to watch it in so long because
His is way
yeah.
more bizarre. You could quote Halo 1, like start to
Deep
finish.
cut.
And the only way I could only quote like Dark Knight is when I'm actually watching it. And I could
Mm-hmm.
quote Halo 1 without it being on.
yeah.
What a talent.
So
Very
moving
good
on from
life skills.
moving on from movies.
He did a disappearing act. That is quite impressive.
Who did?
Man.
Oh, that's
you watch
so
this?
completely irrelevant
Did you watch this?
right now.
It's because James brought it up.
Yeah, don't bring shit up like that, dude.
Sorry.
You're still learning, you podcast noob. What is this, 2008?
Fucking die.
So the next subject,
Can't even see me because of Jen.
it's totally different. Like
I'm
I,
here, everybody.
I couldn't think of it.
can't get.
I couldn't even think of a segue really.
To what?
So what the next thing is? I just made a really crude list of just shit, basically, to talk about for
Is that
now.
Van Metal?
Yeah, it's literally on a post-it note on the
I can't
computer.
even see it.
The next one is a lot of people wanted me to talk about the.
We'll save that
Again,
for
has no one has any idea what that means. Don't bother describing.
They will
it. Just
know, though.
leave it.
That's the point.
It's
They
up-
will know.
Yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
meme.
So next
It's
was
my meme that I created.
a lot of people ask me on Twitter to talk about Keemstar and some controversy.
Isn't it the Yamish one? Yamish.
The Minecraft Peter
Yeah.
with the dick pic.
I guess that's the
Line Maker
controversy.
Studios.
If you don't know who Keemstar is, he's like a YouTuber that sort of
That's news stories, pretty much.
well, you can hardly call it
people's
news.
business.
I'd hardly call it news,
Exploits
honestly.
gossip. So
It is gossip.
it's
It's
a celebrity
basically
gossip for YouTube. It's
yes.
Perez Hilton for YouTube.
that is literally what it is. It's I don't like it at all, really, myself.
Is it Perez Hilton? There's like a guy called Perez.
Perez
something.
Hilton. I don't fucking know.
just
I just hate this type of culture that is like really is trying to get reactions out of people and elevate things that don't even need to be elevated
And clickbait.
and clickbait. And some of his things are like really badly researched as well. Like he just makes
Great big
broad
assumptions.
claims and assumptions,
Sweeping statements.
sweeping statements without proof, or the proof is fake and he hasn't realized it yet. So it's like, nah. So he's getting all up in arms about
Can't say anything bad about it. We're too small. We'll die.
yeah.
We'll crush us.
Like, what's he gonna do? Like,
Dislike the video and call us mean
dislike
words.
the video. Like, big whoop. I don't like a YouTube channel. It's not the first. Like, really.
Alright, mister, I hate everything.
But like, what is there to even say
remember
about
where
it?
this video is being posted, Alex. Do you know what I mean? He's a tiny little entity.
Yeah,
It
but
isn't-
like,
it isn't the Goliath. that I
what would
hate
he get
everything.
out of doing that though?
Well, he
Okay.
wants to strangle the person that
Self-satisfaction.
made a bad comment about his daughter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hands around his throat. I get triggered easy.
What is there to even say about this? How is it even a controversy?
What? The Line Maker Studios one?
What's the Line Maker
He
Studios one?
posted a picture of a 14-year-old girl naked on his Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, all of this is like shit and probably should be documented somewhere, but he has such an investment in it, and he's like so emotional about
Yeah,
it.
aggressive with it.
It's not.
He doesn't think, he just feels the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He relates it to himself so specifically that it's just not. It's not really journalism. It's so biased towards the way he
As
feels.
if they've
about
done
things.
him some personal wrong. There's like,
Yeah.
there's no objectivity there at all.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem. Like, and the fact that he uses that one Incompetech song on repeat while eating popcorn, that really bugs me. But that's like a specific thing.
Yeah, he sits
That's it's this like attitude that I really don't like.
I'm watching this happen.
Because his thing is that like some controversy, something is happening, he'll get the two sides and have them do a debate, while he sits in the middle eating popcorn, throwing out the odd question to one of them.
Maybe you should get the guy off To Catch a Predator and one of those paedophile Minecraft YouTubers have a debate.
Yeah, that'd be.
What's his
something.
name? I don't even know the name of the To Catch a
Because
Predator guy.
the only one I've seen was the
But his name's Devin.
Jax Films and Jinx, the
Yeah,
reactor
I've seen that
one. That's the only one I saw, and yeah, it's just like great, fucking wonderful.
What more have we heard that?
Wait,
like,
so he just takes their videos or what?
No, he actually invites them onto the show
Oh.
and they debate on Skype, with him in the middle being the mediator sort of person who's usually, heavily opinionated to one side. So it's
I'd imagine he was what, Jackson's side with this one?
yeah, that with this thing, like, it's not even.
Everyone is just on the side
Yeah.
of not the reactors.
Yeah, no one really defends them apart from a couple people on Twitter who just get annihilated.
No, small kids. If kids like a reactioner, they will defend them to death. I've been arguing with that. I told you about that reactioner who literally did nothing to an anime video. And that this kid is just arguing with me saying, "Oh, I like it, can you leave?" And I'm saying, "No, I'm just criticising them." And it's like, leave. So
Yeah,
you
they
argue
don't
with
argue.
If you don't
Just
like
about
it, don't watch it.
Reactioner.
Reactionists.
Like a top 5 or top 10 channel, whatever, did a video about the reaction channel thing, and he called them reactionists because he subscribed to me and has seen that. So I just thought that was funny. He called them reactionists because it's like such a nothing. Well done. You can do the thing that every human on the planet can do.
I can react to something.
I can react to something. It's
We
not
all
a skill.
We all have a reaction.
Like, could
to
you
something.
imagine writing that on a resume? I'm a professional reactor.
Great.
Okay, everyone.
There's the door. React to that.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. Any final words on
reaction channels?
how good Beast Boy is in whatever
And
in Teen Titans?
Teen Titans.
I've only got I just realised how specific this penultimate subject is, so there's like no point even bringing it up, really.
No, bring it up.
Bring it up.
Actually, I will bring it up because someone asked me, why won't I show my face? Because, like, of course, all three of these little shitlets are down there.
Little shitlets.
That's just what I call everything now. It's not a. It's not a thing, but yeah. There's no actual reason.
You just want to
I have
piss
no
people
problem.
off.
Now it's
Just
just
because everyone's asking for it. No,
because everyone's asking for it and specifically want it so bad.
it's real hard to get any piece of information out of Alex about anything
Yeah.
remotely personal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You ask him the question
No,
simply.
it doesn't have to be personal.
anything, and he just won't say.
What movie are you watching? A movie? Fuck you.
It's like he's embarrassed by everything he's doing at all times.
Including his face.
So I just love I love and enjoy how frustrated people get and annoyed people get. So
Same.
I'm purposefully not. It's great. It's wonderful.
Will you though?
Well,
the
maybe.
question.
I don't know. I have a
How
funny
are we ever
idea
going to
for
get
it.
to go to cool things in public if you don't reveal your face? It'd be so anticlimactic if you
No,
just.
yeah, but you
I'll
get
make a
tired
funny
of it
video
after
or
the
something.
first day of doing it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's say go to Gamescom and
But
everyone's
I'd
just
like
gonna
to
be
go
proud
to
of
one
things.
just for the sake of going to one, and then the facts are lots of people go to them anyway, and there's bound to be some people that like Alex's shit anyway.
Yeah, but then you just get flooded.
Well,
it's kind of like, I think
yeah.
Alex got the right idea of it. Just be private. It's your career. You don't mix your career with your private life.
Showing your face isn't exactly your private life, James.
No, but
Yeah.
if you can't go out, if you're say,
I also say that like how I look while I'm saying something is completely irrelevant. It's about what I'm saying, not how I look while I'm saying it.
No, I think if you were to show your face, you shouldn't, in your videos, just have your face for the rest of it.
Yeah.
That would
No.
suck.
It would save me a
People
lot
just
of
want-
fucking
Like,
editing. I'll
Leafy
tell you that.
showed his face or whatever, but he
If
doesn't
I-
show it ever again now. It's just like,
Who?
Well, his Twitter picture is his Twitter profile is a picture of him.
is it?
I think so. It is now.
All right, I thought it was the Tetra, the Christmas hat.
Yeah, I think it's different now, well, as of whatever day it is today. But yeah, that's like it. I mean, part of me it would be helpful to me in terms of like making videos, being able to use a green screen and be like that is a lot more freeing in terms of being able to convey. Because like there are parts in every video that I make where visuals would be difficult to assign because it's just me saying something like so specific about like an emotion or
There's
a
the way
reaction.
JonTron does it as well, though, where some of it's person, some of it's footage.
Yeah,
mixed
I
up.
like that mix.
Yeah.
I like the mix. Yeah, so it's about that basically. And I've only got one more topic down. It's quite relevant. Well, it's not that relevant in terms of the timing of it all, but it's this tweet that SMOSH directed at me on Twitter, obviously, about because obviously I reviewed the SMOSH movie. If you didn't know, the SMOSH movie is just some
Big old lump of shit.
big old lump of shit. But watched it with Ruben actually. He's in the trying to watch a bit and everything.
Probably the worst one I've ever seen.
Yeah, you really hate it.
I really
I hate it as well. I think it's a really bad movie. But
When am I going to be in a trying to watch?
whenever you
I'm
want.
triggered. I'm triggered.
Whenever you want, you know. But more specifically, so I make this video, and the search for the worst episode. A ton of people must have sent it to him, and he sent me a tweet saying, "Sorry you didn't enjoy the movie. Poor form smearing a YouTuber trying something new, but enjoy the hits, bro." With the emoji thumbs up.
Seems quite sarcastic.
It's definitely sarcasm.
Yeah, but
Right.
like,
Well, that's
seems
the
really
thing.
overtly
That's the thing, though.
sarcastic,
Like with Twitter, you don't know. You it's a lot of inferring from it. Like you don't know. He genuinely might not give a fuck. He
Yeah.
genuinely might.
But then you responded all politely, and I was like,
I did.
are you not reading?
No,
all the
I
same
did, but I
sentence?
was like,
No, I think
what does he expect me to say to this?
being polite is the right thing to do.
Yeah,
But like,
Otherwise,
what I-
you are the bad guy.
yeah.
If you're an asshole.
he
Yeah.
was still polite with the next statement, but it was more
Yeah.
of a like, excuse
Well, like
me.
the thing that bothers me about it is not that he's angry about that I didn't enjoy it, because you know if you have that much of an investment in a personal, you acted in it, it's like your thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Then of course, you know, when someone says it's bad, that's the way you're going to react. But implying that I only didn't like it because he was trying something new, and that
you should give him a pass because
and that
he's a
I
YouTuber.
I should give him a pass
Jensen.
because he's a YouTuber, yeah.
But it's not
Why?
something new. Ashens has done 2 movies, hasn't he? He's done one on his channel.
But
It's
like,
not something new.
At least his was more.
How is that related
not a giant
to-
piece of turd.
Yeah.
it wasn't me just saying fuck you, fuck the movie, everything sucks without any reasons or backup or anything. Like, I sat down and watched the movie with an open mind. I genuinely wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to like it. Because, like, I even praised him in the videos saying that with better material, because he's so natural and funny, he would be great in something.
Yeah.
In like an episode of like a comedy on TV. He could be like funny as like some weird bit part or, you know, something like that. That's what I meant. He's funny. He's a funny dude. And he's just natural on camera and works. But then I just don't understand this because he's Smosh and because he's a YouTuber.
This is Ian we're talking about, just to make it clear.
Sorry, yeah, Smosh Ian, he's the...
We'll put the tweet up, probably, won't we?
Yeah. Like... It's such a bizarre, specific way to sort of turn my criticism around to make it sound like it's not even related, really. Because I saw loads of replies, like, of Smosh fans to the thing saying, like, what are you talking about? The Smosh movie's, like, the greatest movie. We're all, like, massive fans of Smosh. Like, of course they're going to say things like this. But, like, my point isn't anything to do with that. Like, you can enjoy the movie all you want, but I think it's terrible. And I think most people in a general audience would think it's terrible. The fact that it's Smosh who made the movie is completely irrelevant. And now I'm stuck with this thing where this is two videos in a row of movie reviews where someone directly involved with the involvement of the movie has ended up seeing this video and reacted to it in some way. The first one was far more terrible with Derek Savage and his reaction. But like... Are they so unaware that their movie is that terrible that
they must be?
Derek Savage 100% is.
Yeah.
I don't know about Smosh Ian because like there must come a point where there would have been a certain level of professionalism to it. Like the guy who directed the Smosh movie was which one's Bill in Bill and Ted? Which one's Keanu Reeves?
Sure he's Ted, isn't he?
Keanu Reeves is Ted.
Is Ted, I'm pretty sure.
So Bill, the guy who plays Bill in Bill and Ted, directed the Smosh movie.
Oh.
I found out after. So like they must know people and stuff. Like it didn't really make the movie good, but yeah. Like what should I consider the fact now that people, the creators, might actually see my fucking video?
Perhaps, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. What am I?
It shouldn't change your content.
Yeah, it shouldn't change me at all. But like, part of me is like,
you need to
because that was my thing about the Cool Cat thing. I was so like harsh and mean in that video because that's what I do, or whatever. It's all like hyperbole jokes. But then obviously when he saw it, he reacted very badly to it and went on this.
That's his fault.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure that you're criticizing the media, not the person.
Yeah, and I suppose that's where the line was blurry because I kept jokingly saying things about Derek Savage. But then everyone has who reviewed the video. Your movie sucks. His review is like the same thing.
Like, when it's somebody that gets so personally involved with it, you roast them because that's just what you do.
When your name is plastered everywhere on the movie and they haven't detached themselves.
And you're in it.
And you're in it as well.
Like one of the main characters.
It's the same with Kirk Cameron and his movie as well. Like it's called Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. How am I supposed to not talk about Kirk Cameron now? And he's in it. He's like
you don't say you don't say he's a shit person. You say he made a bad thing.
Yeah, I know that.
He's not even awful in it.
Does that mean that I'm not allowed to joke about people then? Because with Derek Savage, he's so specifically such an interesting person. It's so easy to make fun of.
You can make jokes with people. Like what's relevant about Ricky Gervais hosting the Golden Globes? He's gonna fucking roast people real hard.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
He's going to do that in public, in their faces, in front of them. So,
So, this is what I respect about, Jim Sterling completely removing himself in every way from, review events and all of that stuff where because games, movies, they're made by people, and when you interact with people, you form relationships with people.
And you feel unable to actually say
to be honest, be truthful
about it. Because
even if it's terrible.
Yeah.
If I knew Smosh Ian in real life, if I knew the both of them,
I'd be less inclined to be cruel about it.
Yeah,
because
that's the thing. But then in reviewing a movie and being fair, you have to take yourself out of that. It's the whole Gamergate bullshit thing of like where are you supposed to draw the line?
Those fucking words.
Gamergate, baby.
I'm so sick of them.
I mean, like that's my thoughts on that. I just thought it was out of everything possible, I don't think I was expecting that from him. Maybe who's the other guy? Ian and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Anthony, because I gave Ian sort of a pass in the video or whatever. But I specifically targeted Anthony a few times.
Do you think they even watched it?
That's interesting. They might have done that thing where they go on it skip through it a bit, play like a minute, go off it, just say, "Oh, this is rubbish."
Dislike it, and then send you a.
I mean, he couldn't have been that involved with it, because if he really cared that much, he would have commented on the video. He would have, But it's so like indirect and nothing really. It's just like you didn't enjoy the movie. But Paul, it's the part after that.
Yeah, but you're a bit of a dick for not enjoying the movie.
I don't like the enjoy the hits part. As if you've stolen from.
Because it implies, it implies that.
The fuck says hits as well.
SMOSH do, clearly. So like, yeah, those are all the topics I have. Do you guys have anything else to mammy on about?
Is Gamergate even still a thing?
Yeah, of course it is.
Or did it,
it's just a name for an issue.
It's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah,
it's not.
Well, I think the idea behind it is an issue.
It's not trending anymore.
No, but it's
the idea behind it has always been an issue.
It's been stopped.
Well, you just carry on anyway. You just have to say the fucking camera's a piece of shit.
Because it's such a long thing.
You only just noticed that? Has it been like that for a while?
Yeah, that's fine. I started it. Whatever.
It'll just have to be something.
No, that's fine.
Like, in there instead, in that black period.
Yeah. So like.
Talk about my meme.
What was I saying just then?
Gamergate, about it not being an issue and
being
a term for an issue. But
Gamergate.
Not like exploding everywhere on the internet now.
The idea behind it is an issue, like always.
In
terms of
that type of stuff.
Critics of a thing needing to remove themselves in some way and not get involved too much. It's what we were just talking about with the SMOSH thing. It's the same thing. There isn't really an answer, and it's always going to be a thing, because like, as I said, you form relationships with people who make a thing, and when you criticize or talk about the thing, it's hard to not be biased in some way if you know the people who made it.
Si, senor.
You know, like, kind of funny. They're really good at. They're friends with all these people.
They are good. They are particularly good at it.
They take themselves out and criticize it. They say this is bullshit to their face.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's
they've done it perfectly.
Because it's a friendly face saying it, and then you'll be like, yeah, it probably is. You're right.
They are particularly good at it, but they're journalists that have been doing it for 10 plus years, haven't they?
Yeah.
They know the landscape. Not everyone's going to treat it that way.
No.
So yeah, there's only one more possible thing. There's only one more possible thing I can think of.
What?
Bringing up or whatever. That's been in my mind a bit.
What?
What? What do you mean what?
What did you say?
There's only one more possible thing I can think of bringing up.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought you'd said it. And I didn't understand what you said.
Which is like kind of relevant to games actually, and it's just how like.
Come on then. Spit it out.
How just like I haven't played like a video game in like 4 months really properly. They just don't. I just don't care.
Like 5 minutes of Tomb Raider.
I just can't. I don't know what it is. Like something switched and I just don't care anymore.
Because you tried to play Fallout and you couldn't do it.
It wasn't anything about. It wasn't anything about a specific game though.
Destiny, I think, burned you because you played it so much. And
that is a case when you consume a media so much, so often, you will just burn.
And you'll just reject.
I've done it with anime. I stopped anime watching last year, and I haven't started again.
I don't know if it is Destiny's fault though, because like.
No, it's all games' fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got to this point where I started seeing patterns and the way games are that was just like I've kind of had enough of this.
It would be the same thing if you watch like a movie a day.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
probably.
I don't want to watch a movie anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think Halo 5 helped the situation for you at all. That was a disappointment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A huge disappointment. The thing for me was that like I do prefer movies to games. I've like decided because I like storytelling specifically, and games are not a good place for storytelling. They're really not. Like they're fucking awful.
Not the moment.
In terms
I love
of
me some fucking atmosphere.
World of Tanks is a
atmosphere and art direction and things like that is good for games, and like music. stuff like that.
Mhm.
But stories, give me a break. Like, there are like less than 5 games I can think of that actually have good stories, comparatively to like books, movies, TV. And the ones that do it well are just ones that ape TV or movies anyway.
Oh, like The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like The Last of Us.
You mean Metal Gear Solid has a
Does
pretty
one
good
of the-
story?
Yeah,
One
no.
of
Like-
the,
like-
one of the Arkham games is a good story, doesn't it?
Like,
One of the specific
name
good
like
ones.
a couple games that sort of have good stories. Like they're always the go-to sort of ones. Bioshock.
Everyone goes to Bioshock. Everyone goes to The Last of Us.
Red Dead.
But
Last of Us I understand
everyone
because
goes
it's
to
just
Red
aping
Dead.
a movie.
I think GTA 5 has a fine story. I guess it's just
but
a
then,
series of
like-
events that's linked by comedy, and that's kind
But
of
then
it.
the things that make them
Satire.
good are like
Characters. I don't know, characters in GTA.
it's things that are
good.
so different to movies and TV. Or like when they ape it, then when you compare it to them, they're always worse. Because it's just like a cutscene that's non-interactive, and you just think to yourself, well, I could just be watching a movie right now. I could just see this in a TV
Then I
show.
guess the idea is you also enjoy the game, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think like any game's got the balance right, really. In terms
No.
So
of,
it's
like,
either completely in one.
I
Yeah.
don't think you
or
can do
completely
both.
in
I don't think you can do both. Unless a game A has a massive budget and B takes a real long time to put
Mhm.
together. And
Yeah,
it's
but even then,
and now
even then,
the
the-
business isn't that. Now.
yeah.
Get it out in 2 years.
The biggest
fucking make
problem
loads
for
of
me
money.
is the balance between the gameplay and then the story, because like say The Last of Us for example, it's so linear in terms of you're going down this direct path, you get a cutscene, a bit of story, go down
Maybe
another
some
direct path.
tense like stealth shit.
It's like
It all
really,
looks nice.
it's really easy to break up into like you could on like a wall you could write down
What
in like an
happens.
order
Yeah,
a diagram of
a flowchart of how
a
they
flowchart
describe-
of how the game works.
So there's a bit where you'll be walking around in an environment, sort of, they'll be idly chatting. It'll look nice. Something will happen. Bit of combat. Cutscene. Repeat.
Yeah. It's and that's so like apparent to me that I just sort of get fed up with it. And then there's the exact opposite where there's like nothing at all that grabs me, and it's all about gameplay or whatever.
Like every Bethesda game
Mm-hmm.
so far.
Yeah, but like with Bethesda though, I think the world
There's
and
always,
the landscape is the
it's
important
a
part.
a living, breathing world.
Mhm. That's the part I like about those. Like
A living, breathing.
I don't know, it's just like an
Fucking
issue.
fucked, buggy ass world.
I think it might have been Halo 5. Like was just the point where I was like, the games industry is in such a point, such an
for like a
an
month
inflated.
after that, I just didn't really play anything. I
Yeah.
just turn on my Xbox and look at it and be like, no.
It was just such like a
Apart
such a
from Fallout.
perfect demonstration of everything that's wrong in terms of how games are made and the way they tell stories.
At the moment, everything's in a real bad spot. Like
games are so expensive and they take so long. And without a really specific vision like The Last of Us, then it's very difficult to pull off story specifically. I'm not talking about the
I
game
am
because
impressed
games
by
are
the way Fallout did it. They did
Yeah.
a good job with that.
they're in the unique
Position of being
position.
legends
They are legends and they can do whatever the fuck they want.
because they're self-published as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whereas the team at 343, they probably had a date where it was like, you're releasing this game then, and a story
I mean,
team had to
even
come
the way
up with
they
a
had
loose
the
idea.
sprint, didn't they? They had the sprints. They just do periods of
Yeah.
we'll fucking get this done,
And their focus was not on story at all.
It
it was on
multiplayer and gameplay.
it was on multiplayer and gameplay,
Because
and
Halo
it's
2.
fine. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, in a game where a story was really good, it would be fine. It would be fantastic. But there's such a detachment for me in terms of like when there's no story for me to care about, I just don't give a fuck.
when the character we have known for fucking however many years now, like 14 years,
yeah.
is in it for 3 missions and written poorly, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know if Halo 6 is going to be able to change that.
I think they've fucking dug themselves a deep hole at this point, and they're just going to have to go with it.
Yeah.
Unless they remove those teams they've added and just have it Chief and
It's
Lot like you see at the end.
yeah.
But that
It's
would
just
still
too
be
many
weird.
eggs in the basket they have to worry about in such a
And
short
they've got to
amount of
keep the
time.
multiplayer, like, whatever they've done.
Yeah.
But they've also got
I
to try and
dunno.
make it different.
People just, like, when we re-uploaded the videos to this channel, the Battlefront review did really well.
the Halo's one has done
Yeah,
poorly.
the
It's
Halo
like
one did
2K
really well.
views.
No one cares.
No one gives a shit.
No one cares about Halo anymore.
Is it that serious?
But it still sells immensely
It
well.
sells really well.
But
Like,
nobody
financially,
cares
it's
about
dead,
it.
but like culturally and stuff and pop culture, no,
No, it just doesn't have it because there's nothing to latch onto anymore.
no.
You don't have any moments anymore. No,
Halo 4 was like, I guess, the beginning of the decline.
Yeah.
For it.
they made the mistake of going too grand with it.
Mm-hmm.
If they kept it small, well,
Like it always
not
had
small,
been,
but
yeah.
like, you know, it had.
You have one character, or two characters,
Yeah,
and a couple people around them that are like funny or whatever, and that's it.
The story's never been good.
The stories have never been good in Halo.
It's
but
always been fine. It kept the game moving.
That's why I was fine with Halo 5. I wanted more, but it was exactly what I expected.
really,
I
did not expect
because
that
I
at
thought
all.
Halo 4 was like they told whatever was going on pretty well.
I was.
No, but it was exactly the same. It was done the same way.
It was done in the same way, but the actual story is
Worse,
awful.
like really, really bad, really, really bad.
like when the idea is there's such a broad thing that they have to achieve in a certain number of missions in a certain number of cutscenes, then you just can't do it. You just fucking can't. And when it's all about this big galactic thing that's going everywhere, and they have so many characters we don't know, and trying to balance it all, it just does not work. You need to keep it simple. Video games need to keep it so simple to work.
Or else their games are gonna have to be really long.
Like Metal Gear.
But then with that, I don't think I want.
Nuts.
I don't think I want a 10-hour Halo game though. There's not enough
I'd get
going
fed
on.
up with all the
There's not
gameplay.
enough going on.
I'd get fed up with playing it and just doing like shooting
It's not an
galleries.
RPG, so it doesn't keep you.
That was my problem with
movie
Max
That'll be the
Payne.
climax of Halo.
A movie can tell a
big,
story
big
in
game, like an MMO,
like an hour and a half.
Guarantee
Yeah.
it.
or 2 hours.
Yeah.
A game shouldn't need 5 hours to pass. To have just a competent story, it doesn't need to be
That's what I'm saying.
100 hours.
No, that's what I'm saying. But in the time they had, they must have some like a beginning, middle, and end idea at least, and working
And like
that
a couple
into
just events.
That depends on the game though, because with an open world game like a Bethesda game, you can choose where you go at any point. You're not stuck on.
I mean in
breathing world.
I mean in Halo specifically, how they could fuck it up
once
so
Halo
badly.
6 has done it, it would be a big Halo game, like an MMO fucking crazy thing. They'll work out some way of destinying it,
Well, it's like
but without it being
all these things that I like so much. Mass Effect,
I'm
hated-
looking forward
hated 3.
to Mass Effect Andromeda. Andromeda though.
Halo. I'm just like I can't muster the energy anymore.
But Halo Wars 2, which is
yeah,
weird.
but that's
the one no
that's
one
purely
cares
like
about.
a gameplay thing
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Because you played the fucking hell out of that
Yeah.
original one.
All these series that I just really liked. They're just like
But I actually hold Mass Effect in higher favour than I do Halo now.
probably. Well, I just hate the Mass Effect 3 ending so much.
Yeah, but I always think of the good bits, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then I think that the new one will probably shape up pretty good.
That was when I started seeing it, like the beginning of the end in terms of me and games getting on with like, it's just too many promises, too many false promises.
Too many promises.
And the thing that disappointed me so much about Halo 5 was how it was all the marketing, everything was like
A
so
lie.
specific about
Yeah,
the thing.
it was a
that's
fucking
the
lie.
worst
It was like a 3-minute cutscene.
That's why my expectations were so warped and different
Mass
to
Effect
yours.
3 did the same fucking thing.
Th-
Take
again-
Earth back.
again,
Actually, fuck
that
it.
is the
Just
thing.
gallivant around the galaxy doing
Like
stuff.
if
and then
I
go
had
back to
some
Earth at the end.
idea what their goal was, then I probably wouldn't care as much. But like the Hunt the Truth podcast thing, it was really fucking good, really well written, like built this whole thing up, and then there's no payoff for it's not even acknowledged like at all in the actual game. It's like did something happen in development? It must have. Something happened in development.
And they'll just never
That's
tell
always
us
it.
because they don't want to show instability in the studio.
Something definitely did.
We'll know about it in 10 years, like we did
Maybe.
with Halo 2.
We'll probably never know. Well, we kind of know about Destiny. I find that the stories that go on behind how games are made now more interesting than the actual product themselves.
Well, look at Metal Gear.
Yeah.
The Metal Gear one's amazing.
Jesus.
Look what they came out with though in comparison.
Knowing that they were working towards their end the whole way, that really sucks.
that was quite a few years though,
Was it
wasn't
the
it?
VFX?
Yeah.
company
And they
you were watching
probably-
that one thing?
They wouldn't have been restricted in terms of budget that much. You would have thought
No.
they would have had pretty much like quite free reign in terms of that. But yeah, bit fucker ducker. I mean, I did say that I wanted to keep this to like about 30 minutes for now.
We're
a
45
good
already.
45, so I'm happy if you guys are happy.
And gaming is just dead.
It's
Gaming
not
is
dead.
just dead.
It's not dead because
No, it's
there's
bigger than
lots-
ever.
Yeah, there's lots of mindless.
It's just
drones
me
playing.
specifically.
It's what it was that is dead.
Mhm.
It's changed so much. I think more and more games are going to go for this multiplayer thing. Destiny's really started something.
Yeah, it has,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Like,
for
The
also.
Division. That's
God,
coming
Yeah,
out.
I was
that
actually
game's
hyped for
gonna
that.
fucking.
But I'm not now.
They've taken too long. Ubisoft always do that.
Yeah, that game's gonna do terrible.
I'd hype it first.
They
Same
hype
with
it,
Rainbow
hype it,
Six.
hype it, and then it's delayed.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep showing more and more and more, but then we're gonna fucking not show anything for a year, and then it's gonna come out.
And then with Watch Dogs, where I didn't even care ever, and then I played the game and I was like, oh, this isn't a very good game. So even if I wasn't involved with it, it still wasn't a good game, so I didn't even care.
The game's a 6.
You're right about the thing. Just games have changed so much from when I was like super duper into them now. That's probably what's doing it most. Microtransactions, building things around multiplayer.
Occasionally you get a weird game that I really enjoy, Rainbow Six Siege. I really enjoy it because I think
But
it's a
I
good
don't know if
idea.
you'll remember it like as like a gem in your head. Do you know?
Of course I won't. No,
That's what I'm
my
talking
gems-
about.
There's been nothing on Xbox One that's done that for me.
No.
That's why it's so
I'll
weird.
always
that-
remember Destiny, but it's not a gem.
I'll always remember the Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, I always remember that Mass Effect.
Games
2.
like that.
Halo
It's just,
Reach.
It's so
and I don't
weird
think
that-
Andromeda's going to do that. It's going to be more about like you got the two sects now. You have open worlds that are so huge and they have so much to do that it's like hundreds of hours and you need to invest so much time to get anything out of it. That it's that, or it's multiplayer games that are like really centric around packs, microtransactions, shit like that. And I don't really like either. I like a balance in between, like Mass Effect 2, where you can play as much as you want.
And you get as much out of it as you put in. Really.
Yeah. Whereas like there are so many good games that came out this year.
Okay. Here's
The Witcher.
The
Metal
Witcher
Gear.
Elite Dangerous looks like a very interesting game, but you've got to play it for a fucking million
Yeah,
hours.
and fuck that. I don't have the time for that. I can't. I want to. I would play The Witcher. There will be a time where I would have loved playing that game. I can't. I just can't. The same with Metal Gear. It looks cool. The game actually looks really fun. I just can't. It's too much. That's why something like Ori and the Blind Forest, 3 hours long, fucking perfect, absolutely perfect for me. And that's the last
One
time.
of those games that's art, direction, atmosphere, and music. It's one of those.
But the gameplay is really, really fucking good though as well.
The story's stupid though.
Yeah, the story's stupid, but
It could have been really good as well. Could have been Pixar-esque.
no, it couldn't.
Nah, I couldn't.
Well,
No, that's expecting
They're not
movies.
Should
Pixar.
have like a Pixar short.
no, like
like a 5-minute Pixar short.
just like a simple story, but then they had to go and do stupid shit towards the end. It's like,
Well, the resurrection stuff.
yeah.
But like, that's not
But
why,
no,
why
there's
I was
this-
playing that game though.
No, I know, but they have this
Oh, well.
whole emotional beginning.
At least
and
we
it's
had the
like,
Dear God.
Yeah, the
Dear God.
That's a fucking masterpiece.
I actually like the way that game looks, and the music's quite good as well.
Yeah.
So
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
it's a weird
I
game.
really like music in games more than actually playing them now. I just like listening to music.
I listen to the Skyrim soundtrack. I'm like, oh, I want to play that game. Then I like play it for 3 minutes.
And you're
I
like,
don't want to play this game.
no, I'm just gonna play the music and remember playing it, stuff like that. Like I have a lot of music from games that I've never even played. Like I have the FTL soundtrack, stuff like that.
It's decent as well.
Yeah.
Fast and Light's a fun game actually.
Yeah.
I've got it on my iPad.
I'm sure it is. Like I'm sure all these games are fun. I have like the Metal Gear soundtrack. I've never played the game,
Fuck off.
but it's like good stuff. That's what I like.
Metal Gear Solid 3. Great
And don't even
soundtrack.
get me started.
Great
on
track list names. Clash of Evil personified.
That's just. I mean, you could go through the Final Fantasy soundtracks and just pick them apart in terms of names.
Yeah, it's just Japanese shit.
I like the
what do you
ones.
expect?
There's that one that's something. It's like it's got vocals in it. It has like long version in brackets as well.
Yeah.
That is fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
Mate, Final
Yeah.
Fantasy soundtrack's great.
No, there's this
Completely
really bad song.
irrelevant.
Yeah,
What, you know
we've gone
that,
way
that
off
prank
topic
TV
now.
show?
A prank TV show. Yeah.
They used-
Cock. Or Ark.
What do they use?
What?
Prank,
Which one?
They-
Prank Patrol.
No,
Punk'd?
the TV
What
show.
the fuck's it called?
That one your mum watches.
Yeah, with the 4 Jewish dudes.
Fuck, what is it called?
3 of them lost. They had to get tattoos as their punishment.
Mm-hmm.
While they were getting tattoos, Metal Gear Solid 3 music was playing.
Really?
Yeah, it was
bizarre.
really weird.
It's like,
Like
you.
Sailor or something.
No, it was one of the like fight songs. It was really
The
weird.
BBC does do that a lot. They use
No,
like
no.
Wall-E music sometimes, and
Yeah,
they
but
just
I've never heard it with a game.
no.
No, I have.
Maybe one of them liked
They
Metal
do
Gear
that.
Solid 3.
ITV
Maybe.
done that.
Maybe someone in the editing room liked
Maybe,
Metal Gear Solid
yeah.
3.
I
and they
was
just thought,
watching
that works.
British Touring Cars, good music, Red Dead Redemption fighting music is playing. I'm just
Really?
like, the fuck? And there's
That's
just
some good
cars
music
that's
as
going
well.
like that, and it's just Red Dead music, and I was like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Should
it
we
just
wrap
seems-
this up now? It's like
Probably
50
should.
minutes long.
I made
Yeah.
a meme, guys.
Made a meme.
I
Do
made
you
a
know
John
all,
Wick, my John Wick meme. No
know,
one's
like-
seen John Wick though, so it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, yeah.
It's getting a sequel, I've heard.
Yeah, it's got a trilogy planned.
Taken,
I really hope they don't.
taken all over again.
I really
it
hope they
really
don't.
doesn't
ruin
need a
it.
trilogy.
That movie's so sad, I don't like it.
because the dog
Did you
gets
watch it
killed.
to the end?
No,
John Wick.
it is sad.
There's
Don't
still more
say
Keanu
anything,
Reeves
it's sad.
murdering to be done, I think, with John Wick. I could do with some more well choreographed murder.
Yeah, but it won't be well choreographed anymore. He'll
Will
stop
be.
caring, and then it'll be quick.
It would just be him pulling out a big machine gun, just gunning people down for an hour and a
Most
half.
cynical,
just that.
disgusting
Just-
sequel possible. Yeah, my throat's starting to hurt now as well. So.
Well, let's start the fucking. Oh, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna start the fucking video, everybody now.
No,
so,
wait. I'm
more
say
important than
your
Alex.
Twitters and stuff. You know where to find me, but everyone else.
I'm at Ambushed Orange.
At Ambushed Orange is James.
Yeah, mine's in the channel
Description.
Why is it
anyway,
mine
but
in the
it's
channel description?
because
This is
I
hilarious.
didn't add it. I added it myself.
God,
At-
let me add mine
shut up.
myself then.
At that other Reuben.
And
At Jamie Beltman.
Jamie Beltman. We should probably just put them all
All
in
one
the
word.
description, but
Yeah, you probably will put in the description. We should
So,
probably
yeah.
put them all in the channel
Yeah.
description. as
Yeah.
well.
That should just be the title.
tell us what you
Go
think.
to our Twitters.
Tell us what you think. Give us suggestions for
Even if you don't like it, we'll be doing it again regardless. You
Yeah.
pieces of shit.
more subjects, obviously, because those are all mine.
Still got to get the fucking schedule rolling properly anyway that we promised everybody.
Yeah. I mean, you can see from the state of just all this that
Yeah.
like we're not there yet. Obviously,
If you could see what we're using for soundproofing, you'd
future.
Yeah.
I'm still unemployed.
you have a job. I thought you had a job.
Nah, stop this now. Okay, I'm just gonna end the video. And then
Okay.
you can... Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Ciao.